Let's open Java. Create a new Java project. I'm going to call this project GUI, Graphical User Interface. This is what we did last two programs. Let me close them here. So there's GUI here. That's the folder again. And let's begin with the class. I'm going to call it Fun with GUI. And public static, just to have fun with it. Cancel. Notice I can't go finish. I forgot. Too early. File, new, Java project. We'll call this project Fun with, well, more GUI, I guess, not fun. I'll make the other one more GUI. And file, new Java class. Fun with GUI. And public static. Okay. So again, this one is really more with GUI. So I'm going to show you in this one how do you do an input GUI. How do we do a message one? Let's see, maybe we'll say maybe we'll do data input error. Maybe we'll do select an option just to show you different ones. That's plenty. There's other ones, but just to show you the different ones. So anytime you're going to use the graphical user interface, that's really the JO option pan. So you have to import javax dot swing dot JO option pan. You have to add that. So let's say now you want to ask someone to enter their name. So here, get name, read the name, read customer name. If you want to read the customer name, you can do that by going string. And we know that's a string. Capital S, and you have to give this variable, the one that's going to hold the answer, you have to give it a name. So what should we call it? We'll call it cust for customer, short for customer, equals. And I can go JO option pan dot show input dialog. Once you click show an I, that's this one right there. And notice it's requiring a message from me. I can put two, and let's put this one. I'll show you a couple of things. Let's say, what is your name? Or what's the customer name? Question mark. Let's see what that looks like. Let's save semicolon at the end. I forgot the semicolon always. And let's save this one and let's run it. Notice, what is the customer name? Question mark. And you type in, you click OK, and it reads it. Sometimes you see people write here null, comma. What is the customer name? And because this read actually sometimes requires two things from you. Right there, the null, which is saying I don't care what you put there. So if you don't put it there, it's assumed nothing. So it puts that picture there. You can actually change things. Not today, but in the future, you'll see me start changing this. Maybe I don't want to have that picture. Maybe I want to put the logo of my company, whatever the case is. Now, what will happen? Well, let me just show you again. Let me run this one. Notice it says input on the top. This is left blank here. This is input. So what will happen if I go and put a comma here? Customer name. Well, it depends what package are you using. On my machine, you're going to probably see different than your machine. Notice here it just comes out and says customer name. It lets you know that's what you're going to be typing here. But it already says what is the customer name, so that's silly. In other languages, it takes the word input out there on the top and replaces that with customer name. So it depends which Java program are you using. So if I go type in, notice it erases that immediately. So for my machine, that looks redundant here, so that's silly. So I'm going to take it out. I'm not going to put it there and take the comma out. Okay. So that's an input dialog box. Now, what about a message box? If I wanted to say, hello, Zihaddad. So this one, display a message. Let's display a message. So I'm going to take that name and just put it back on the screen. So that's not an input, that's an output. So the way you're going to do that, JO option pen dot show message dialog. Just once you put M, the message dialog box will show up. And notice it requires, it says two things here. So let's just put one thing for now. Let's just put one thing. Let's just take this one out and show what? I want to show the customer name. So if I put just one, it doesn't like it. It says I need two things. How about if I put null, comma, cust? And that will give me the picture here. Let's put here Zihaddad. And it says, oh, the name is Zihaddad. Maybe I want to write more than just my name there. Maybe I want to write, hello, Zihaddad, you know. Oh, that's a string. We added the customer message box, and that will show hello and put the customer name. We added here, I want to read the salary for that customer. And notice it's a string, just like we said before. And now I need to convert that to a number. And to convert that to a number, we have to use this statement. Double salary equals double parse double salary. You have to put that statement there. Otherwise, that's treated as a string, and you can't do any calculation if you want to do calculations on it. So just keep that in mind. Now, let's do selection option here. When I say selection option, if I ask you this string well, let me ask you the question. If I said to you, do you want to take Java 2 next semester? Well, your answers could be yes, no, or not sure, you know. So it's really not just okay. So it could be yes, no. So in that case, because you're going to have yes, no, and cancel, you have 3 options. So the selection option gives you really 3 options. It gives you an option for yes, it gives you an option for no, and it gives you an option to cancel that, which means I don't want to do it. Cancel that question or don't answer it. So these are the 3 options: yes, no, and cancel. And it's going to be assigned to a value there, 0, 1, and negative value. So let's see. int, let me define this select. So that's going to have the answer. And if I do this select, well, let's put in one statement. It's going to have an integer value, equals jo option pen dot show, and now this is called confirm. Show confirm dialog. The parent, that's a null. And let's put the message. Do you want to take Java 2 next? Question mark. And close that. And let's put a semicolon at the end. Let me block all of these because I don't want to keep typing my name. So I'm going to go right there, and I'll put them back in later because I just don't want to enter them. We know they work. I'll come back later and put them back in. I just want to test this one. Did I use select? int select. Okay, let's save it and let's run it. And look at this. Select an option. Do you want to take Java 2? You can say yes, no, and cancel. If you say yes, so I'm curious now, what will happen if I say yes? What am I going to see? So sys-o select. Show me what select has for a value. Is it 0? Is it 1? Is it -1? So let me select cancel first. If I select cancel, notice it has a value of 2. Run it again. If I select no, has a value of 1. And if I select yes, it has a value of 0. So that's how you know if you have selected yes, no, or cancel. Cancel has a value of 2. Yes has a value of 1. No has a value of 1. Yes has a value of 0. So we didn't really cover if statement, but what I could do here, I can say Boolean answer, which means it's going to have a value true, false. And let it equal to, let's see if my choice, my select, if my select equals yes, yes was a 0. So if that's equal to 0, the value of answer will be true. So I can put a statement here. The answer will be true. JO option. Dot show message dialog. In the next video, we're going to learn decision making. So we're not there yet. So it makes it tougher. The less you know, the harder the program is. So this is null, comma. And I want the message, your respond. There we go. You responded, I don't know. Remember, this is true, false. Do you wish to run the program? Do you want to take Java 2? You responded, yes. You're going to say true. So here I go plus my answer. You responded true. It's not going to be yes or no. It's going to be you responded true or false. It looks like I forgot a semicolon here. So I'm saying check to see if your answer select equals 0. If this is true, that's an if statement. Basically, select equals 0. If they are equal, I'm going to get a true here. Let's see. So yes, you responded true, and you can make it false, if it's not equal to 0. That means you don't want to take Java, or you cancel, basically. There's no way. We don't have if statement. That's next video, actually, next chapter, next modular. I'm going to be covering decision making. So it really makes it tough here to see if your answer is 0, if it's 1, if it's 2. It is almost impossible without using if statement. It's very difficult. And that's enough with these, actually, dialog boxes.